Right, Ron, let's go. 95, limited throws. You'll hear this last part as the 4-1. You ever hear anybody talk about, we're going to go watch the 4-1. That's what everyone calls this classic. One turbocharger out in this position. The pro stock big on paper right here. A single 4.1-inch turbocharger is what they're going to be using in this. 4.5-inch tires on the back of the back. And this is a loaded class of Outlaw 4.1-inch 9,500 pounds. Pull up the Outlaw app. I believe this is our points leader. David Novak out of Howell, Nebraska, calls it the Farm. Well, that's exactly why. That's exactly how the 100-foot rule works. Exactly. And he being the first fuller bike, he still gets 2 more shots in this set. That 100-foot rule in every class has up to 100 foot to decide whether or not they want to go or not to try again. He's also the first fuller. He can pull it in and not like it and come back immediately or precisely. And fans, that's one of those where it might have looked like something let go. I am 99% sure that clearly let go was his hand on the throttle. He was just hitting the throttle clearly before 100 foot. The sled goes well past 100 foot and it doesn't matter. As long as he is no longer making an attempt, he has the option to come back. Now, Mike, this limited pro stop class here tonight, we're going to bring the top 5 back as we did last year. We have the Anderson Farms 4-1 shootout. The man on the track right now, the main farmer, he won the shootout last summer. So for all those folks out there who missed pull-off, we're creating a single pull-off tonight. We're going to get the top 5 distances, finish our radio, and after they come back, and then it's no points for long. They'll come back to the shootout, the top 5. Last year, the top 5 in the 4-1 class was all young guys, except for Dave Novak. And the mean farmer came out and hooked up on all. Well, he was the mean farmer. He won $3,000 in the Anderson Farm shootout against Anderson Farm. Moves into the lead, 351.61. 351.61. He represented the Outlaws at the Farm Show in February. And with a pass like that, it's pretty easy to turn it into one of the biggest pulls in the world. Yeah, the Thornton family, Mike, they kind of got a monopoly in the 4-9 class. 3 of the 8 trucks are all run by members of the Thornton family. All right, Dave Novak with the mean farmer exercising that 100-foot option. He's still your test puller. If he doesn't like this one, he can come back looking to hook it here. Mean farmer. Take a video of that and use it to teach your young drivers. That's almost exactly how you want it to look in that class. 328.5 feet. For Dave Novak, the mean farmer in the house, Nebraska. You know, at the beginning of the season, Mike, just a couple of weeks in, Dave was fed up. He was hired the tractor. He said, before the pull in North Nebraska, he said, I want you to announce that tractor's for sale. It's for sale. And he started winning. And then I had to ask him a couple weeks ago, I said, is the tractor still for sale, Dave? And he said, you know what? The wife took me and had a special meeting and said, you know what? If you sell that tractor, you're in trouble, Buster. If you sell it, you're going to build another one. We're going to still go tractor pulling, so you cannot sell it. So the wife spoke and he listened.
The wife spoke and the tractor spoke right there. You know, I bet the dollar signs were going to be increasing as he was running as well. Perfect pass right there. Doesn't get much better than that. 328.50 high water mark for the
Trip, South Dakota, Chevrolet S10 with Sonny Leonard truck pull motor.
Did a little reverse wheelie right there, Ron, which really highlights there is little to no weight in the backside of this four-wheel drive truck. If you see that big weight box out front, they're going to put everything out front. That chain is going to create the weight that they need in the back.
Yeah, that chain hooks up to the hinge at a 25-degree angle. At that angle, the weight of the sled is what puts the traction on the rear tires. The challenge is you put as much weight and pressure out on those front tires to make those front tires do as much work as the back.
They say you can almost lift up the back of these trucks.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Just, well, I need to do that. So that makes me
Ron Baker, good enough. .72. The Rock Fisher 336.72.
Hey, Wayne, Nebraska. Ladies' night. Let's go ahead and declare it ladies' night for this run right here, Mr. Ron Stone. Yeah, I can hear him hollering out there. Young lady, she's a young gun. She's a college student, female driver out there. This is Miss Moving On herself. Out of Pilger, Nebraska, Jamie Bianchi. Now, what a fun and interesting young lady we can talk about right here. Not only is she attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, she is a collegiate bowler. Ron, you work at Hoot Bowling? What's that?
Sorry, I was working at
You good at bowling? Well, one of us has
bowled in years. I was okay, you know, back in the day.
Jamie Yonke is our resident collegiate bowler. She's pulled her tractor at the National Farm Machinery Show. She recently launched her own clothing line, own apparel line. Miss Moving On.
For ladies, yeah. Miss Moving On apparel.
I believe she's accomplished more at the age of 21 or 22 than I've done in 34 years.
She had a few wins last year, finished in the top 5 in points. Finished in the shootout. She finished in the top 5 year last year, was in the shootout, the Anderson Farm shootout, which in addition, that was $3,000 last year. They added $500 more to it this year, so big thanks to Anderson Farm.
Right here, not far away from Pilger, Nebraska, Jamie Yonke calls this 1066. Moving on. That's our biggest ovation of the night, Ron Stone. 3:47.55 takes over the number 1 spot. What a pass.
She remembered that shootout last year with Dave Novak whooped up on her. He said, take that. Did a pull-off on the women's pro side. Correct points leader, modified full drive class here. This is Ryan Thornton at Ramsey, Iowa. The backdraft Chevrolet. Now his dad's coming up, and there's a couple more trucks here. He's trying to beat his uncle and his dad out here. Perfect lead the point. Backdraft. Big difference in that run and runs we've seen up to this point in the class. Both have been full throttle between 100 and 150. Thornton was full throttle at about 100 foot. Wow. Had to beat 351.61 to get past his uncle. Ryan Thornton, 351.97.
Wow. Do the math for us, Ron.
36 hundredths of a foot. 36 hundredths of a foot. That is just a little over 8 inches. Just over 8 inches.
So they're sitting 1 and 2 at the moment. They're going to be pretty happy with that. That one was truly strong out there. You said you got on the front earlier, and we mentioned, how you can tell with those arguments that one is getting dropped out.
Of course, they want to be full throttle as soon as they possibly can. If the track will accept it, will it accept all the wheel speed? Will it fight when it takes off? And then will it bounce? Specifically in the four-wheel drive class, that is the mortal enemy of four-wheel drive towing is the bounce. When they first take off, that's usually when the bounce develops. They don't want them to bounce. They want them to hook up. They want to go full throttle as soon as they can, as soon as they're able to.
Right. Corey Sluter. Hey, Corey Sluter, if you're listening out there, we need you at the announcer stand. Corey Sluter, trophy presentation waiting for you. Come get your hardware. Cameron Neves, make your way to the announcer stand. Trophy presentations forthcoming. All right, Dave Novak was your test hook. We're going to kick it over to his son, Seth Novak, also out of Howells, Nebraska. Calls this mean green-looking machine the Bounty Hunter. Look out, I-8. Look out, I-8. Could be another close one. All right, John Deere fans, you had a red one out front. The Bounty Hunter had to go 347.5. He goes 348.2. That's a new leader. Beautiful run right there. We've seen three picture perfect. Check this out on the replay board, folks. 3 picture perfect A to B passes. Just nice little 13 to 18 inches in the air. Stays off the brake. Carries the speed out the back door. I'm telling you, Ron, these limited pro stocks here with the Outlaws, I'd put them up against just about any other limited pros from C to C. They are tough.
Yeah, we're seeing some good pulling here tonight in limited pro stock. Modified four-wheel drives are right in the middle of things over there. Darren Kriz, the wild child out of Tyndall, South Dakota. Another Ford. Going to try to get past the Chevrolet of Ryan Thornton. Lane Thornton is on deck. Eco Tuning, your diesel tuning experts and trusted diesel tuning partner for over 19 years. Tuning all things ag since 2005 for turbo calculations, injector sizing, pump sizing, and software tuning on most makes and models, giving you more power with better fuel efficiency with your ag equipment. Go to ecotuning.com to find a dealer nearest you. All right, Ford fans. Do we have any Ford fans here today? Ford people, make some noise if you think the wild child can get past backdraft. It's Ford against Chevrolet here. 351.97. That's the magic number.
Why don't you just wait until the next class and run over there really quick?
I've had like 2
Kelsey know how to do it. So you're doing this one, right?
Darren Chris, nice hook, a lot of RPM. I bet he was thinking, oh, I bet I could have put just a touch higher gear in that.
That's what I was wondering.
To
if
get
he
some
could
more
do it
speed
over.
at mid-track.
Go. What?
338.48.
Just don't say nothing. How do I? Okay, yep, just go. Go, hustle.
All right, folks, if you were here for the opening ceremonies, you saw them wheel this tractor out on the track in front of everybody, dedicating it to Rod Deck, longtime awesome puller. This is grandson Justin Deck. Now, Ron is sitting here telling me this young man, only 17 years old, and had quite a debut on this tractor last year.
1 year ago at Pierce, Nebraska, at the Pierce County Fair, which was the night before Wayne, just as it is this year. First time he ever drove the tractor, 16 years old. He won at Pierce, came here the next night, won here at Wayne. He had 2 wins in a row, his first 2 hooks on that tractor.
The only thing that would make it better is 2 wins in 2 years. Justin Deck from Winside, Nebraska, calls this Limited Pro Stock Dream On. What do you say? What do you say, Wayne, Nebraska? Ron, we might have built that up perfectly. Oh, yeah. 358.18 takes the lead by 10 feet. Put your hands together for Justin Deck. That's another one of those. We say this a couple of times. We talk about that person was born to be a tractor puller. I believe he was born to be in the seat of a tractor.
Yeah, young man does a great job. We got 2 young guns in the top 3 over here in Limited Pro Stock.
Last year at the shootout, it was 4 of the top
shootout.
5.
Yep.
This is the Young Gun Shootout Gunslinging Fest right here in Wayne.
All right, Mike is headed down to the winner's circle. We'll talk to some winners down there. Go ahead, Mike, when you're ready.
Wayne, Nebraska, I'm here with Light Superstock Ag winner 2 times. And it seems like every time I see you, I'm saying this. This is your 2nd win in 2 days. Corey Schluter out of the Show Me State. Corey, how'd you get it done tonight?
A lot of wrenching. We've worked this tractor over, blew the transmission out of it last week. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of preparation. It's not something that I know I've said before happens overnight, but when you have a wreck like that, it takes a lot of time to check things over at each pass and stuff. So a lot of wrenching.
Who are the people that you need to thank that help you turn this around in about 6 days?
Especially my dad. He done a lot of traveling and running parts for me. Some guys back home, they traveled across the state to get some parts. Robert's Machine, the Potters from up in northern Missouri found us some parts, and we put things together. So there's a lot of guys, but it's been a week.
Here we go, Lane Thornton, the Ramrod. $349.55, 349.55 feet. It's going to put Lane Thornton in the number 3 spot. Talking about monopolies on this 4-wheel drive class a little bit ago. The Thornton clan 1, 2, and 3 right now with one truck to go. Ryan in the lead, Murray in second, Lane Thornton in the number 3 spot, Josh Major in fourth, Darren Kriz in fifth right now. Doug Ritter and Stroker Ace out of Herman, Missouri, going to be the last puller in the modified four-wheel drive class.
All right, let's go limited pro stock pulling again. Joel Van Gelder out of Sibley, Iowa, calls this one the Full Bore Farmer. All right, got a red one out front. We've had a back and forth show here, folks. We've kind of bounced back and forth between red and green. Green fans, are you still with me? Where's my John Deere fans at? All right, here goes the Full Bore Farmer. Hard on the right brake. He had the speed, but he saw that white chalk line coming up in a hurry.
Yeah, got on the left brake initially, Mike. He was headed for the right boundary over here. That might have been what crossed him up initially and hurt him up there on the big end.
I bet he wishes he had that one back after he hears the distance. 351.29 puts him in second place. If he keeps that straight, we might be looking at a new leader.
So we still can't even call anybody that is definitely in the top 5 when you got 5 more to go over here, Mike. So we'll start figuring out who's in that top 5
after the next one. We'll have a bubble.
That's right.
After the next one, we'll have a bubble. Now, Ron, you said there's no cubic inch limit in this class.
No cubic inch limit. 0.
So this truck right here, I have heard tall tales. It's way up there in the cube size.
Well, I did the math the other night because he has 12.8 liter on the side of the fender. So I did the figuring the other night, and that puts it roughly just under 800 cubic inches. And I asked him, I said, so is it really 12.8 liter? You know what he said? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. He will not tell me. I cannot nail him down.
I've watched you interview him. He has been elusive with his numbers.
Very elusive. Very good way of putting that. Good guys, brothers that do this pulling with this truck. Dustin and Doug Ritter. Doug's driving the truck tonight. And they are Ford guys, Mike. Ford blue all the way. If he cut himself working on the truck, I bet he bleeds Ford blue.
Bleeding the blue oval.
Ford fans, here's your last shot. Chevrolet in the lead. Big Ford Hemi under the hood. Comes out of Hermit, Missouri. Doug Ritter, Stroker Ace.
Kind of cranking that wheel.
I saw
looking
that.
for a
I
little
think it
extra.
hurt him up there, Mike. That hard cut of the wheel to the left. 345.91. The Thornton clan going to rule the class 1, 2, 3. Mike, we'll get the final rundown here and results on the Case IH leaderboard in just a moment. Watch the big screen. I'll have a little trouble with the right there. That hard cut to the left, I swear that hurt his momentum up there when that happened.
Hey, Wayne, Nebraska, let's do a quick brand recap. So we've seen John Deere's tonight. We've seen Case tonight. We've seen Case IH. We've seen True International. I even watched one Ford New Holland go down the track. But I believe in any classes, this is the first time we're going to go orange. Any Agco, Alice, Chalmers fans out there, where's the few, the proud, the orange at tonight? Coming from Osceola, Nebraska, Garrett Davidson, mounted atop the Agco he calls High Velocity Legacy Edition. Well, Orange fans, nothing to complain about with that one. He made you proud. He's going to park it up on the money side of the big end. 340.12, the official distance for the High Velocity Legacy Edition. So, Ron, if my math is right, that should guarantee our current leader in the limited pro stock class a bid into the shootout tonight. We've got 4 to go.
So Joel Van Gelder, the full bore farmer, is in automatically now.
So the 351.29 is in, and that could create
Who's on the
bubble
bubble?
mark.
Who's on the bubble?
Actually, no, Justin Deck. Justin Deck is in. Justin Deck at 358.18 is in. Joel Van Gelderen, number 2. Seth Novak, number 3. Jamie Yonke, number 4. And Garrett Davidson right here in front of us, number 5, gonna be your bubble mark.
Yeah, Garrett Davidson on the bubble at 340.12. We're going to need Ryan Thornton. There's your big screen there, the results, the Case IH leaderboard in modified four-wheel drive. Ryan Thornton goes number 1. Number 2, Murray Thornton. Number 3, Lane Thornton. Number 4, Josh Mazier, unfinished business. Rounding out the top 5, Doug Ritter and Stroker Ace. Congratulations, Ryan Thornton. We'll need you to come over to the winner's circle under the announcer stand. VP Racing Fuels, the spec fuel to Outlaws. Every Outlaw pulling vehicle competing throughout the season is using VP Racing Fuels for max power and reliability. From the Torque DX diesel fuel to the Q16 max octane racing gasoline, VP Racing Fuels are dyno tested and puller proven to deliver unmatched power and performance to dominate the pulling track. VP also has additives to maximize the performance of your daily driver, as well as your small engines and outdoor power equipment. To find out more, go to vpracingfuels.com.
All right, here's my question for you, folks. Joe Moriando, is he chasing the lead or is he chasing the bubble? Well, here's what he's got to do both. Joe Moriando, your next hook, 358.18 is going to put him number 1 in the class, but 340.12 is going to put him in the top 5 spot. So that's kind of his rough area. Anything in between there? Out of Creighton, Missouri, calls this one no green, no glory. Oh, he said the heck with the bubble. I'll answer your question. I want the lead. All right, Wayne, we got the distance for you, and it's a good one. Listen to the sound of this. 370.61 takes over the lead by 12 feet. The launch he had on that was as aggressive of a launch. He built that boost for a long, long time and then just threw the throttle forward and never got out of it for the next 370 feet. Good pass for Joe Moriando.
All right, we're going to go light super stock pulling over here. The Alki Light Supers. 6,200-pound alcohol light supers. All these tractors, with the exception of one in the class, is burning alcohol. All were designed to burn diesel, all inline 6 cylinders. Probably came from the factory making anywhere from 125 to 150 horse. After putting on a custom billet head, an ignition system, they make upwards of 5,000 horsepower. Tigroni, Mr. Alice out of Wayne, Nebraska.
He wants it to go. He wants it to go. Might be some clutch issues going on there.
Mr. Alice, could be some clutch issues with the Mr. Alice tractor. Now, he's the first puller in the class, so we can back him up. They can take a look at things, see if they can figure it out, and come back in the 6th position.
All right, fans, the group that's had the chokehold, the stronghold on this class is that Outlaw Young Guns. Back into the sled out of Higginsville, Missouri, another Young Gun. This is Ethan Ritter, mounted atop the one he calls Wild Engine. Our new bubble mark going to be at 347.55. Our new leader mark, 370.61. Our last vehicle made it good and clear which of those two they were most interested in chasing. All the way from Higginsville, Missouri, Young Gun Ethan Ritter piloting the big green machine he calls a Wild Engine.
Mike, that looked like a fun ride, but you know what? Got to have more front end weight. Got to keep that balance right. He missed the weight a little bit. Hurt him up there where he needed it.
Yeah, Ron, you are precisely correct. Goes exactly 331 feet. Going to miss the lead, going to miss the top 5.
Schaefer Oil and Specialized Lubricants has been helping customers' equipment run stronger and last longer since 1839. Schaefer Oil products provide unconditional performance and quality. Schaefer Oil, not the best because we're the oldest, but the oldest because we are the best. SchaeferOil.com. Stop over and see Schaefer Dave at the Schaefer Oil tent. He'd love to chat with you about why you should switch to Schaefer Oil.
Ron, you can certainly tell that we're getting late in the tractor pull and we're mixing that diesel fuel and that methanol way up high like we are. This is clearing my sinuses out, buddy.
Yeah, we're burning diesel on one side, methanol on the other. Both provided by VP Racing Fuels. We got Scott Holtgrew. Only seen one hook from Scott so far this season. That was last night. Holtgrew won the points championship in his light superstock class in 2020. Comes out of Atkinson, Nebraska, the Voodoo Deer.
Man, Ron, that's one of those tractors I can't wait to see give us that monster pass, and just doggone it when you see something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't get up on top of it. I think it actually shut down and it coasted past the 100-foot mark. So I think they'll give him another shot as long as he's good to go here.
Yeah, folks, I'll tell you about that Voodoo Deer. When it's right, it is an absolute bullet.
Diesel Performance Engineering, your number one choice for diesel competition and street performance. Servicing all diesel vehicles, including Ford, Dodge, and Chevrolet. Diesel fuel injection, turbocharger sales service, and performance accessories for all applications. Go online at dpefuel.com or call 1-877-4FUEL. Diesel Performance Engineering, sponsor of the light superstock class. All right, so Scott Holtgrew not going to be able to come back, hurt something on the Voodoo Deer. Pulls out to 163.8. John Hoffman out of Dunlap, Iowa, the last one standing. Will be the next puller in light super stock. You got one wicked John Deere over here, Mike.
Yeah, I tell you what, the only thing this gentleman has done over the past 2 years is win. This is your defending points champion. Went out to the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Went out to the Pullers Championship and won that. This George Beyer out of Sibley, Iowa, calls this one the side piece.
Jamie Yonke on the bubble here at 347.55.
Well, the question's going to be, is he coming back to the shootout?
$353.15 for George Beyer. That's going to put him in the number 3 spot, Mike. He's going to bump Jamie Yonke out of the top 5 for that shootout.
Jamie Yonke is left with memories about being on the bubble. She sat on the bubble at the National Farm Machinery Show for the better part of the entire class.
I recall that.
And then was kicked off the bubble. Here, she's on the bubble. She's second hook, makes it all the way with exception of 1 to go. So kind of the bridesmaid, never the bride right there. George Beyer, one tough cookie to beat. Speaking of tough cookies and strong runners, how about this 88 series over here on your side?
Yeah, John Hoffman out of Dunlap, Iowa. The last one standing. Beautiful international tractor out of Dunlap, Iowa. Wayne, Nebraska, give him a round of applause. One nice pass by John Hoffman. That tractor is your defending points champ in the light super stock class. $355.18. 355.18.
Yep. All right, folks, earlier on and I were talking about these young individuals who are just born to be in the seat of a pulling machine. You're looking at one of them right here. This is Lane Paulson, mounted atop the beast he calls life in the fast lane. Co-Rookie of the Year 2023. Believe he checks in right at 17 years old, had a whale of a season last year. Multiple-time winner at Thunder in the Valley in Rock Valley, Iowa, the mega show that they have up there. He's going to be chasing a couple of distances here. Seth Novak is your current bubble spot for that Anderson Farms shootout at 348.20.